Hey guys, Andrew here, back at it again with another Duel Masters Plays deck. Today's deck features none other than BOMBAZAR, which has been a mainstay in both the TCG and OCG. The in-play's balanced team obviously took notice of its impact and tuned its effect down a little. So now BOMBAZAR reads, when you summon this creature until the start of your next turn, you can't use shield triggers. And if it's also the 10th or later turn, take an extra turn after this one. And that doesn't count if you're already on an extra turn. And of course, the usual 6k power, speed attacker, double breaker. The more for this change, this preserves the card's initial intent, which was to provide a game finisher with quite a huge drawback. It still gains you an extra turn, but at the cost of not being able to use your shield triggers. But with its condition that it has to be played turn 10 or later, it prevents decks built specifically to rush them out. And trust me, turn 10 is not early. So in that regard, I think he's in quite a good spot at the moment. Still quite devastating, but now there's more counterplay. My DM Play's take on BOMBAZAR is to pair him up with Light. Now you could easily pair him up with Water, or really any type of draw engine, but I've chosen Light for their great blockers, and also Glyce Magicula. We've also received quite a makeover. Glyce now reads, during your opponent's turn, whenever one of your opponent's creatures attacks you for the first time, stop that attack. A really nice effect, combined with a strong body. Glyce is really the epitome of many aggro decks. The amount of initiates we're playing, we're also running 3 copies of Petrova, but by now I'm sure you've heard enough praise for this card. For fire, we're running 3 copies of Rumblegate, which is a nice addition with the number of blockers we're playing. Piano Charger and Burst Shot complete our destruction spells and are essential to deal with more aggressive decks. Otherwise, nature is comprised of the usual mana acceleration, combined with Titan Giant, which works well with BOMBAZAR. Enough talking from me, on to the clips. As you all know, the Light Civ has this really weird power boost to some of their cards. For the same mana costs, Light creatures for some reason have a bonus 500 attack power, for which the same applies here for Glyce Magicula. And as you can see, I put it into great use here. Titan Giant is another card that runs really well with BOMBAZAR. For Titan Giant, you can often charge BOMBAZAR early and get him back later. And especially with the new restriction that you can only get an extra turn if it's the 10th or later turn that he's played, it's not that useful early on. Of course, Titan Giant also has many other uses. He often curves off himself really well, which can get out of hand rather quickly. One question I often find myself in is the situation on whether to break or not, and it is this decision that can make or break a game. A couple of things I like to think about on deciding whether or not to break. Firstly, the state of your board. Will I gain a significant advantage if I break now? Do I need to break, or could I wait until I develop a bigger board? For example, what if I wait for a Bomedius and ignore shield triggers altogether? But how long will that take? And is it even possible? What exactly is my win condition? Then I look at my opponent's board. Can he kill my creature if I attack? Do I give him significant card advantage when I attack? It's a whole world's difference to breaking when your opponent, say, has 8 cards versus only 2 cards. What shield triggers does he run? Can I play around those shield triggers? And finally, what is my game plan the turn after? Do I keep attacking? Do I stop? How is your opponent going to respond? Seems like a lot to think about, and it is. But with all card games, get better with experience and exposure to more and more scenarios. What was the old saying? You can never teach an old dog new tricks. Or in this case, you can never teach an old card new tricks. Anyway, I'm not sure where I was going with this. But you can certainly find new uses for old cards. Or for the card of interest in this collector. In the last clip, our opponent overestimates on just how many short triggers he can break. So a reminder to always count your chickens before they hatch. Wow, so many analogies in this video. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little montage of clips, and I'll see you guys next time.